well, last time I still remember I talked about shell script. So the shell script thing, this was already released, okay? Released several hours ago. Basically, this is what we. I mean, it should be the proper way to learn the things for myself, okay? So to basically learn what is going on in the system, so that you understand this number sign exclamation mark. Okay, so basically this just imagine. Okay, you ask for execution of a shell script, and so happen that it is not executing a shell script itself, but I show it to you. Oh, what happened every time I come here? There's no battery. Whoa. 喂，兩個 A 做咩插三個 A 入嚟啊？ 咦，唔係喎。Okay. Again. Any power? Okay, good. Okay, so well, last time I stopped this approximation here, showing you that okay, I changed this command into RM. Big problem comes because I will, as I discussed before, so this will be replaced here and remove your shell script. Okay. And then I talk about this bracket things. Okay, if you have read or write, I don't know read or write, but it so happen that you touch PHP, PHP behave the same. Okay, so I can tell you that basically not just PHP, shell script, PHP, and Perl all behave just the same. Okay, but yeah, I mean this lecture, our focus later on won't talk about any shell script and Perl, but move to Python. Okay, so Python is something new to me. Okay, I just write it approximately 1 year. Okay, so maybe you still have some stupid bug. Okay, so you need to tell me. Okay, one more important thing. Okay, the shell script but data structure is no data structure. Okay, shell script is don't have any data structure. Okay, the only data type it support is string. Okay, so very happy, just support string. Okay, so what will happen if you want to add two guys together? Let's say I want to add 2 and 4 together become 6. Sorry, you have to invoke another program like this. Invoke another program. The program is called EXPR. It's an expression evaluation program in order to calculate 2 plus 4 equals 6. Yeah, so stupid. Okay. But this brings about another new stuff here. It's called subshell. Only if several languages support this subshell guy. The Perl supported the Perl old enough. Any new language will ignore this. Okay. Do you know what is this character? This character is how can I describe it? Close to escape. Okay. The close to escape. Okay. Form a pair. We call it subshell. And this subshell, when you type it in, it means that I will execute a shell. Okay, so happen to execute this phrase, and that's it. Very few languages will support this. Nowadays, not is asking you to type a little bit longer. Let's say the command execute or something like that. Okay, a little bit longer thing, and then plug in the string so that you can execute the new command. Okay, so it's called subshell. And last thing about single quote and double quote. Okay, this is worth mentioning because in many different languages they have different treatment. Okay, last time, let me say yesterday, I already asked the people. Okay, do you know what's the difference between double quote and single quote? Some already know about it. Single quote means that I won't do any variable substitution. So this is called variable substitution. If I have a variable called haha here, it will substitute there, as well as it won't do any what we call how do I describe it? Interpretation of SQL sequence. So this is a special n is a SQL sequence. It won't process it, just print out /n, but not print it out a new line. Okay, so this is very important because most of the languages behave you need to remember it. Just like this thing I want to tell you, like JavaScript, Python. They just treat it the same, single quote, double quote, okay? But unlike C, okay, C, single quote means a character. JavaScript, Python, single quote means a string. Double quote also means a string. And Python wish to support this. Okay, they wish to support it. There is a string there. I don't want to have any expansion of this escape sequence. Later on, I will tell you how. Okay, so there is a way to stop the string to process any escape sequence. Okay, but Perl, PHP, and Ruby, they do it differently. Okay, so you remember it because why? Later on in your project, I guarantee you guys will do the following way. At least 4 or 5 languages put into the same project. Okay, you will have a front end doing JavaScript. I don't know why there is a library you wish to use, but it's only support Python. But some of the processing, like the login, you use PHP. Okay, and not the end. Okay, next week. Okay, Victor Lam will come. Victor Lam always support one language. Okay, and he even uses this language for the hackathon. It's Ruby. He will say, "Oh, Ruby on Rails is great." So then you hear what he said and try it and feel that wow, good. Then you will add Ruby also. So I will guarantee 4 or 5 languages is a very common in our 440 project. Okay, so make sure that you understand, or you do remember it. You can flip to this page 14. Remember, look at only at these 2 languages. Okay, commonly used these 2 languages are treating it equally. Others treat it different. Okay, so remember this. There is I still remember there is already an RA, okay, research assistant hired by our department. Argue with me the single quote and double quote in PHP. Okay, of course I win. Yeah. So then why I want to tell you about the shell script, okay? Because shell script usually is a very fast way for you to write a simple program, but it is too naive. Okay, sometimes we don't want to have writing a C to do simple things, so we use shell script, or the shell script cannot provide it very fancy support. But I don't want to write Java. I don't want to write C. Okay, so in between we find another type of language. Basically, this emerged naturally. It's called interpreter language. And interpreter language is the languages that you don't need to compile. PHP, Python, Ruby, they are all what we call interpreter language. Okay, so I go ahead to skip all the things. Okay, you can read it by yourself. Okay, so I will say that I don't know whether you know it or not. Back in 1995, okay, we first have a World Wide Web. Every web page is static. Okay, static. The only dynamic thing is the counter. Okay, I don't know whether you can imagine a world. Okay, no search engine. Okay. No search engine. Every search engine sucks basically. Okay. When you type a common word, they give you 1 million page. Okay. And even some are duplicated. Okay. And by that time, there is a language become a king of the world. Okay. It's Perl. You can't remember because you are not even in the computer world. Okay. That time, every secondary school student, every university student will buy a book. Okay, with a camel. Okay, there's a camel icon there. Okay, and I'm one of them. Okay, I buy one and learn it and write many systems. So I'm very good at Perl. I know every bad things about this. But now people already tell me that you are too outdated. Okay, yes. Until last year, I still doing Perl. Okay, now this year I surrender. Okay, because I have good tutors. Okay, the tutors tell me that you shouldn't do this again. Okay. So go to Python. So I changed to Python. Okay, so there's a nightmare. Okay, I'm still learning it. Now, what is the Python? Python is this guy. Okay, it's a snake. Okay, Python I hate it a lot. Why? When I first use it, okay, and this is the order of the nightmare that I face. The order of nightmare. The first nightmare is indentation. Okay, if you write it, okay, how many of you didn't write Python before? Did it? Good. Okay, you can experience my nightmare. Okay, so what is the indentation? There's no curly braces anymore. No curly braces. Very happy. You don't need to match curly braces. Okay, but use indentation level to determine which code block or scope you are using. Okay, so let me ask you a question. This question is very famous. Should you use tape or use space? Oh. Should you use space or tape to do indentation? This is a very philosophical problem. Okay, of course there are people already solved it. A document say that we should do something. Okay. The next is curly braces. Curly braces in Python use it in another way. Okay, so at the start I write it, I treat it as Python and Perl as C, so I put a curly braces, then boom, compound error. And I don't know why. Okay, because I'm a beginner at that time. Okay, then the next nightmare is semicolon. And this is not a nightmare basically. Okay, this is something that I feel uncomfortable and people laugh at me. Okay, when people look at my Python code, semicolon, okay. No need for semicolon. Okay, Python don't have semicolon unless you want to write everything on one line. Then you need semicolon. Okay, by default, the end of the line means the end of the statement. And then other things are not nightmare. Okay, so I highlight the nightmare that I experienced. Other things, dynamic typing, good. I experienced a lot. Strong type checking, very good. Okay, I love it because I was a Perl programmer. I know that without a strong type checking, it's a nightmare. Okay. Multi-paradigm, I wish I would have time to talk about it, but I turned out I don't have time. Okay, basically I plan to talk about map and reduce function here, but there's no time. Okay, if you want to learn it, okay, we can discuss together. Okay, what is the map? What is the reduce? Okay, and it's not map reduce. Okay, it's map and reduce. Okay, so if you're first time learning Python, okay, there are already some students write to my Facebook status saying that Python documentation sucks. Okay, they don't type sucks. They type foul language. Okay, so look at my status. Okay, they type foul language. I would suggest that if you think that I know the web page is really totally garbage. Okay, so when I first learned Python, I already know about it. Then I take a C approach. So what is a C approach? If you write in C, we will go to web to look for it. Usually go to web is look for sample code if it's C. When you don't know how to use a function, you will use man page. Python also has man page. I don't know how many of you know this. There's a man page. No one knows. Good. Okay, so this is the Python shell, okay? The interactive shell. Most of the interpreted language will have this. No matter it's Python, Ruby, even PHP has this kind of, PHP called CGI mode, okay? All has this kind of interactive thing. Now in this interactive thing, I will type the first way to look for what are the functions being provided by this language. Is dir. Okay? This is hard to remember, okay? Built-ins, okay? To underscore built-ins. Now, enter. Okay? Can you look for something that you already have heard of? Runtime error, very good. Okay, where? A memory error, I don't know. I found memory error. Open the file. Okay. EOF error. What game? Where? Oh, right, EOF error. Syntax error. Syntax error, of course. Okay. Name error. What is that? Okay. Type error. Yeah. Oh, what's intern? I want to know. There's an intern here. Okay. So you can find many functions like you want to call for power, x to the power y. In C, it's math library, right? In Java, you need to call math dot. In JavaScript, it's the same. Now, how about Python? Can you look at here? Can you find power here? It means that it's a built-in. So if it is a built-in, that means that you can immediately look for how to use it. How to use it is help. Already very clear. Tell you how many inputs. Whether it returns something or using a pass by reference to change the parameter. But I seldom find pass by reference in a Python. Usually generate a new outcome. So do you still need the web? I don't think so. You don't need the web anymore. Basically, look at the built-in. If you cannot find a built-in, then you ask Google. Okay? But some of the basic concepts I need to talk about it. Okay? So some of the basic concepts like what are the things that you can do the dir, right? So let's say the built-ins, I tried it. It shows all the built-in functions. str. Basically, str is a class, string class. Okay? So dir string class, what is that? Very interesting and very useful. Okay, dir string. So what are the functions that you can have? Anything that you have heard of? How many of you have heard of join? Should be, right? Because join is very common in most of the languages. Processing a text is upper, lower means to lower, entire string to lower. Check whether entire string is upper. You want to capitalize it. Okay, I look for center once. Okay, I found string has a center method. What is that? Okay, interesting. So you can look at it. Help.center. So I don't know why people would lead this. Look at it. What is that? You have a string. Okay. And I don't know why there's some space before and after it, okay? So it makes it to be the center of the string. I don't know what is the use of it, okay? So basically, you can find many strange name, okay? But it's very useful, I would say, okay? You want to process arrays. Arrays is called list. Then you will look in the list. Basically, you don't need the web, okay? You need a Python shell, that's all. Dictionary, okay? And of course, maybe you want to do some system call, okay? Then import sys. Then you can call system call as well. Okay, and look for how many system call you can have. Okay? So then let's go to some basic stuff. Okay, every time I talk about languages inside the Hello World, but don't treat this as a year 1 course, okay? You are already at least year 3, okay? So I will have 3 times faster, okay, than teaching a year 1 phase, okay? Now, what is this? I already make a non-trivial, really non-trivial Hello World, okay? If you don't know Python, that's okay. If you know Python, tell me, this top 2, what are the results? Haha. I put a single quote, double quote there. The top 2, what are the results? Huh? Where? Oh! I forgot this is a PDF or PPT. Okay. So yeah, this is the double pro and a single pro doesn't make any difference. I said it before. So it will process every escape sequence. So process it and make it a tick. Now what happened in the last line? What happened to the last line? The last line, the R here means raw string literal. Raw, R-A-W. Okay? So that means what? That means no matter you're using double quote or single quote, that's the same. It's look at the prefix. The prefix is an R. That means that I won't interpret any sequence. For Python, there is no substitution sequence. So you cannot put a variable and say that expanded. No. It's only avoid interpreting the escape sequence, and this is R. And other version very similar is called U. Okay, U is Unicode. Okay, so basically you can type a string, okay, which is Chinese, okay, but you want to tell the system that, okay, this is a Boolean code word, so put a U in front of it. Okay, so if you, yeah, I've so happen that I type it out, okay. If you want to know what happened here, you can go to my website. What is it? Python Hello World, where are you? Here. Okay. So execute this, then you will see the results. Okay. Let me enlarge it. Okay. So I can. It's just the height. Okay. Good. So this is the results. Now what happened next? Next is wrong direction. Okay, something that you already know about it. I guess you already know about it. Okay, maybe you didn't aware of it even, because when you write a program, okay, you just do a lousy job. Okay, in C, you cannot have a, let's say, you generate errors. Like you assign an integer into a double into an integer, then you will have a precision error. Now in Python, basically this is the name. A name is a placeholder, nothing more. Okay, so you can say that, okay, now this var1 is equal to a float, and var2 equal to an integer. Okay, this integer has a special meaning. Later on I will tell you. Okay, so these two guys, I can write this statement var1 equal to var2. Okay, it won't complain. Okay, it's just put the value in there. Okay, just a placeholder. Okay, so why I say that this number has a special meaning? Okay, so let me show this dir built-ins again. Okay, so there is a bunch of things here. So let me find oh no, it is inside system. System, okay, import system. So and then I dir system. Okay, help me to look for the max in. Can you find max in? Where is it? Oh, I found it. Okay, so max in. So let me print it out for you. SYS max in. Okay, so this is the maximum number that Python can represent it with the integer type. Okay, so how many bits are there? You can calculate. Okay, using a calculator. First of all, +1.加唔到嘅喂。Plus，Plus. What happened to this calculator? Okay, forget about it. Log. Divide by 2 log. Okay. Miss ya. Is it a scientific, right? Again, place, okay, and then log, okay, divide by 2 log, enter. Okay. So it's a 63 bits, okay. I try in some older machines like our department Unix. This max in changed to a very small number. Okay, so it's basically a system dependent. Okay. And what's next? Okay, basically we can have a string, have array, and have a. There are many different names. Okay, in Python we call it dictionary. I can't remember the name. Okay, in PHP it's just called associative array. Yeah, associative array, right? PHP called associative array, and in Perl we call it a hash. Okay, so basically there's an array using a non-numeric key. That's all. Okay, you can treat it as an array, but the key is a non-numeric. And sometimes I even look at it because I'm so sleepy. Oh, is it a JSON or something? Okay, yeah, it's very similar. Okay, to an object in a JavaScript. Okay, so this dictionary and it's called array or list. Okay, in variable form. Okay, so I go a little bit faster. The number type, I don't know why there is a complex number. I never use it. Okay, I don't know whether a EE student will use it. I heard the EE student do a lot of complex number computation. Okay, but I only use this two. I seldom use long. Okay, I read from the documentation say that long has how can I describe it? It is unlimited precision, limited by the memory. Understand what I mean? So let's say that it starts with a 64-bit number. Okay, if you overflow, don't worry, it gives you 64-bit more. If you kind of have a very demanding usage, make it even bigger, overflow it again, give you one more, something like that. Okay, so it's called unlimited precision. Okay, the flow itself are very similar to C. It's just use the same standard. Okay, now something that you may not know. Okay, I don't know whether you have rice in Python or not. Okay, you may have heard of this. You may have heard of this, right? What is this? Just like casting. Okay, don't call it casting. Okay, it is. How can I describe it? When I say that, and then I will be scolded by some senior professors. Okay, like Jimmy Lee. Okay. Python call this constructor. Do you believe that a constructor will produce a number? Okay, so I still use the term Python writer say this is a constructor. Okay, so I construct integer with the number 1.6. Okay, so as if I'm doing casting, it becomes 1. The next guy is something that you never seen before, right? I guess most of you didn't see it before. Okay, I also never seen it before. I look it up from Stack Overflow. Okay, so what is that? You provide a string. Okay, just like the previous case. Basically, I can try provide a string integer, 1.6 string. Yeah. Ouch. Okay, so it will complain, right? It will complain. It don't know what to do. So how about 16 string? Then it know how to do the conversion. Now 16 string is not what it is. Now how about 1A string? Then it don't know what to do again. Okay, but I know that if I type something like this, I've been very clear that it is has a decimal number. So how to tell the system that it has a decimal number? I want to create a decimal number from a string. Change the base. Okay, change the base like this. Then you can create a flow, create a long using the same strategy. Okay, so any question? Anything you want me to try? No? Good. Then I go on. The string. Okay, so the string itself contains tons of methods. Okay, but one very important thing is that many people use it wrongly. Okay, even I look at the Coursera course. Okay, for teaching Python, they also do it wrongly. What is that? How many of you have used it? Triple double quote. Never use it. You use it. If you take a proper Python course, you have used it, right? You have used it. You should have used it. What is it? Yeah, I'm right here. Multi-line string. Okay. So when I continue to write the things, okay, it will be counted as a component of the string until I type triple double quote again. Okay. So what is the wrong thing that many people do it? Okay. Now this is what I looked up from the specification of Python. Python don't have block comments. What is the meaning of block comments? Okay. In C. Okay. Again. In C, this is block comment. Okay? In Python, how to do comment? I never write it, but you will know it is this number sign, right? It's to do comment. But what happens if you want to comment out 100 lines of code? Yes, type 100. Or use some smart editor. The editor is smart that you highlight it and then you can comment it all over the area. And then people think of one tricky way. What is tricky way? They know that in Python I can declare a string anywhere, okay, and I don't need to associate it with a variable name. Then the clever way is put the triple double quote before the line that I want to start the block comment and end it with the triple double quote and make the whole bunch of things become a string. Seems to be very clever, but of course this is wrong. Okay, I recommend you don't do this. Okay, basically this is. If you send a change, okay, suddenly you say that a string must bind to a variable name, what happened? Okay, so but it's okay in the current moment. Okay, then you can look at some books and even some course they do the same. Okay, block comment, triple double quote. Okay, and then some interesting thing. Okay, I prepared an exercise for you guys using this kind of number, negative index. Very happy, okay? I use it happily. What is that? Never see minus sign, right? Index always start from 0, right? String uses square bracket 0, square bracket 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way down, right? How about the reverse? Yes, we can do it. Okay. How to understand this? Okay, this is 0. Minus 1 means that go to this direction. But there is no space, so you do a cycle back to here. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. Okay? Now, this time I don't have any code that I type in a browser. Okay? This and this, are they equal? Yes, they're equal. How about this? What will happen? Okay, so I try now. S equal to hello. Double quote. Okay. S4 is O, no problem. I want to change hello to hell, exclamation mark. Okay, I make it in the like C. Okay, now like C code. Okay, if you want C code. Okay, semicolon. Just like C code, right? What will happen if I type enter? What is the meaning? Look at here. String object does not support item assignment. What is that? Okay, there is a point that because I talk too fast, I missed one thing. String in Python is read only, just like Java. You don't know? JavaScript is it? Yeah, JavaScript also read only. In JavaScript, you process it. Usually in JavaScript and Java, you have a function, process it, and return a new thing. Okay? So usually it's read only. Not usually. Some languages is read only, some languages not. Okay? So this read only, and that's why when you do something like this, sorry, you're wrong. Okay? Of course, other operations are very common. The plus sign. Now, this comes a very important moment. Every year, I was always puzzled with this. Someone asked me, "Hey, how to concat two strings in Perl?" How? I need to look at the documentation. Why? Because I write too many of this kind of language. Look at here. Okay, the table that I write it there. Because I understand that I usually mix it up. I guess you will also mix it up. Okay, especially you write in PHP. Okay, who are good programmer in not programmer, have intensive experience in PHP. No one. Who has some experience in PHP? They should have. So let me ask you. So PHP have two strings. Okay, you use dot to concatenate it. Okay, this is what I look up and also I remember. Can I do S1 plus S2? Yeah, some yes, very loud yes. But what is the output? What is the output if I have two strings in PHP but using plus sign? Okay, if you have a computer, do it now. Okay, so I will say that make sure that you remember this table. Okay, it starts to mix up many languages. So if I have a string, okay, I want to concatenate these two guys. Only two, as far as I know, only two languages use dots. Okay, it's Perl and PHP. So these two guys are bad guys. Okay, both are old and both are bad. They both support plus and dots over string. Okay, and you can look up what PHP will give you if you use plus. Okay, very horrible result. Okay, for others like JavaScript, Python, Ruby, Java. Okay, Java is a C++ also, but C++ is overloaded. Okay, overloaded operator of plus. It is doing a concatenation using plus sign. Now, why I say that this negative sign is very funny? Okay, because you can combine this negative sign together with another interesting operator. We call it slice. Slice. What is the meaning of slice? You use a knife and cut something, then slice. Okay? So you don't say that you slime all, okay? Then I will die, okay? It's not slimy, okay? Slime a string. Okay? So to slide a string, okay, that means that you cut a piece of it and treat it as a return value. It's not modifying the previous string. I said before, string is read only. So this is a special operator to produce a new string. Okay? So that means that I take some 0 and I take 1 and then don't take 2. So this time I need to execute it because it will be very confusing if I don't execute this. String slice. Okay. So can you see this? LOL. Okay. So I just have this 0 to 2. So 2, the last guy, the last number is exclude. So that means 0 and 1. So you have 2 characters, H and E. And how about I do something stupid like this? So basically it's an empty string. You start with 2, but we end with 1. So what is the meaning of start with 2 and end with 1? So basically it's undefined. Okay? So you have an empty string. Now how about an open end? Open end means that I will start from index 3 all the way until the end of the string. Okay? 2 and 3, only 1 character. So together I create LOL. Okay? Now how about this? This is my favorite. My favorite. Sometimes you don't like the last character of a string. How to remove it? This is the way to remove the last character. Okay? So what is the meaning? Look at this table again. I have a start. The start didn't specify that. So that means that I start with the first character. Okay? Where do we end? It's -1. So look at this diagram. -1 is the last guy. But I say that I will exclude the last guy. So that means that I will start with 0, and then until I hit this guy, I exclude this guy, and stop here. And what happened? Every time it's me. You guys are my witnesses. 喂，玩嘢依家都係冇嘅。OK， 係有嘅。OK， 垃圾桶啦，垃圾桶添。OK， continue. So this is my favorite. That's why. Start with 0 and until the last guy. So let's say I don't want the last character. The last character is a space or is a enter. So this is the way that I cure it, to remove it. Okay? So there is a bunch of other functions. Now before I give you a break, okay, I go a little bit faster. Okay? I just give you a mind twist, okay? What is the mind twist, okay? Who don't know what is pattern, bro? Good, everybody know, huh? I don't need to explain anymore. Okay? Yeah, just like this. And what is your task? I give you a random string. Write a recursive function. or you think of a recursive function, because I skipped the definition of functions. Okay, there's definition of functions here. I skip it. I just want to start the break first, okay? And during the break, you think about it, okay? The trick is using slicing. What is this operator? What is this operator? Is it this manner? Think of it. How to draft the way to write this recursive function, okay? And then you will start to appreciate, writing Python is solid, okay? It's you don't need too much characters to type, and then you can fulfill the complex tasks, okay? Think about it. I don't give the code here, okay? So I approximately write 5 lines of code, okay? 5 lines of code plus all the if then else, okay? Because I need if then else. So 5 lines of code, then I finish the palindrome detection. Okay, just tell me true or false. Okay, you can draft or you can even type the program now. Okay, but if you don't know how to define a function, you can go to previous 1 or 2 slides, then you can find the definition of how to write if then else, how to write the definition of functions. Okay, later on we will go back to this topic. Okay, give you a break and